as I am driving in my car. Actually, I'm not driving. Everybody always wants to know. See, I'm not driving. I want to show Janie, but at least you can see it's not my hands on the wheel. We are in the Tri-Cities. We're on our way to our event at 4:30. So if folks are in Richland, by all means, come join us. We'd love to see you there. But again, I'm not driving. I know some people always ask that question. But it is Fridays at 4 with Freed. This is going to be a shorter version today. I think we'll be on for about 20-25 minutes at the most, because we're having a rally, or we can call it a protest, whatever you want to call it that makes you feel comfortable. But we will be down in the park at John Dam Park in Richland at 4:30. So if you're in the area, we'll be down there for about an hour, hour and a half at the John Dam Park in Richland. So please come join us. I hope that you're free. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. I'm looking at the temperature as we speak. Let me show you. It is only 109 degrees. 900. Something wrong with my thoughts there. Yeah, 109 degrees down here in the Tri-Cities, but it is gorgeous. I just swung by and visited with the Franklin County Republicans. Saw LaWanda Hatch there. That was nice to be able to see her. She's been working hard. Matt was there. He's running for office as well. And so people are just driving by. They're picking up signs. They're picking up literature. Of course, I dropped a few signs off there, dropped some literature off there, and so we're getting the news out. I feel good about where things are going with the election. My team is working hard. They're back at headquarters right now, and then we've got folks across the state that are working extremely hard to make sure that we can get the vote out. So about 18 to 19% of the ballots are in so far. Probably by tonight we're looking at 25%, I'm guessing. So please get your ballots in. Some people are concerned they want to hold them until the last day. Listen, what I would say is fill that ballot out, get it turned in by today or tomorrow, and drop it off in a ballot box. There's so many different ballot boxes across the state of Washington, and these are great secure boxes where it's picked up by the elections office, and then you're able to go in. And if you're a poll watcher, if you're a trained poll watcher, then you can watch these ballots be able to be brought in and be counted. That's so important. A lot of people ask me the questions, how do we know that our election is going to be secure? Everyone always focuses back on what happened to Dino Rossi, where he won. I know, I was there that first night with him in Bellevue. We were all excited. We were all celebrating because obviously it's something that we had worked on for a long period of time. And then we saw that it was ultimately stolen away. I think a lot of work's been done in the meantime to make sure that we have properly trained attorneys and we have poll watchers. And of course we have Kim Wyman, who is our Secretary of State. I've already had more than one conversation with her, multiple conversations, just making sure that all is well. And she says, yes, Josh, yes, all is well. We've been working on cleaning up the voter rolls. We have a transparent process here in the state of Washington. Obviously, we have 39 different counties, and there's now just a fun bantering of competition between a few of the counties on who's getting their ballots in and who's going to have the greater turnout. So I think that's a positive thing. We want to have the greatest turnout that you could imagine. All right, so one thing I'd love to focus on is what we're seeing here with a lot of the different things that are happening in the streets of Seattle. A lot of concerns about the mob mentality continuing to go on. Where on that first night, about 4 to 5 weeks ago, Jay Inslee gave those violent rioters and Jenny Durkin gave them an inch, and they ended up taking over 6 blocks. It was not until those rioters started to surround Jenny Durkin's house that she finally thought that this was an issue that needed to be addressed. And so she finally cleaned it out. And I got to tell you, when the mayors won't do their job in Washington State to protect their citizens, I will. That is something that I commit to the citizens of Washington State. Here in Tri-Cities, a lot of people are wondering what on earth is going on the west side of the mountains. And obviously I'm close to it. I was just downtown Seattle last week, saw somebody injecting heroin in their veins yet again. It's so sad. Sorry, I'm reading a couple comments. I just saw that somebody wants a sign. Jolena, I don't know exactly where you're located, but we do have sign pickup locations across the state, and you can pick up those signs for free. We do not charge for signs unless you need them shipped to you. Then we have to charge for the shipping. And I'm sorry that the screen is jumping around so much. It might be making you a little sick, but Janie and I are trying to get to our event because I was just on a couple radio stations here today, and Kirby Wilbur as well. But we are now trying to get over to Richland so we can hold the event for Voices of the Non-Essential, it's called. So the Voices of the Non-Essential, as we all know, Jay Inslee declared that some people could work, some people could not work, some people were essential, some people were non-essential, and of course, as governor, as an individual today, I love it. You love the shirt. Thanks. My collars are sticking up crazy. I got this shirt in the Philippines last year. Lindy and I go there every year. Oh, you're in Kennewick? You can swing by Kona Radio just across the street. They are passing out signs right now. So if by any chance you can swing by there, you can go on Facebook and look up Lawanda Hatch. She's there. You can probably send her a text, and I don't know if she'll still be there when you get there, but I know there's some people on staff. I think she was talking about taking off, but there are other people that are there, and you can find out. But and Jolena, if you are somehow able to get free and get over to John Dam Park, we can have some signs there for you too. We have yard signs, 2x4 signs, and some 4x8. So anything and everything you need, some things to pass out to your doors as well. But things are going well. Where's the party going to be? Adam, that's a great question. I just got invited to a couple. Typically on election night, we're finding the county parties like to hold the events. And sorry, I've just got to make sure I'm paying attention to direction. So we're gonna 1.7 miles. There we go. Cool. All right, so back out of here. Evan, thanks for jumping on. I appreciate it. On our way to the event in the park at John Dam Park. Again, if you're free, please come join us. Excited for how the campaign's going. We're doing everything that's needed to make sure that we're getting the vote out, just as you would expect. Get out the vote efforts, phone calls, and the like to get to people directly to get people's ballots in. You got to do that work to attain victory. And so we've felt the momentum continue to move forward. We feel very good about where we are, but ultimately we need everyone who's supporting us to jump on board and vote. And then after you vote, I'm asking for each one of you to contact 10 to 20 of your friends directly via email, directly via text, directly via phone. So try to reach out on all three platforms to 10 to 20 people. If it's all the same 10 to 20, that's all fine. But the big thing is we want to get the word out as much as we can. If 7 people contact 7 people and so on, we can connect with the 4.5 million voters in Washington State, all with the name of Joshua Freed within one day. So we're asking for your help with that. Together, there's nothing we can't accomplish. So if we stand unified, we will win. Adam, I'm not going to be back in Vancouver before the election, but I certainly will be coming there after. No doubt about it. I love spending my time down in Vancouver. Also we've had a couple events last week in Lewis County. We're having a good time traveling in the state. Obviously, as I said already, I'm in the Tri-Cities area. Beautiful out here. Let me see what I can do to flip the camera. And you can see people are outside golfing right now. It is a beautiful blue sky and 109 degrees here. Wow. So Pasco, Richland, I'm gonna flip back. It's a beautiful place. A lot of people want to get back to work in Washington State. A lot of people don't agree with the governor saying that we should be divided into essential versus non-essential and not allowed to work while he sends $1 billion of our tax money to a Nigerian fraud ring. And then people are waiting for 8 to 9 weeks to get their unemployment checks. And then we just found out recently that he found out on May 1st that the unemployment fund was going to go bankrupt, and they decided not to let the citizens know until June 30th. I mean, that is clearly not what a representative government does, because it's a party or a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And so when you have a governor that's selectively choosing what we know or not know, he's acting as if he's an abusive father, which is terribly inappropriate. You know, we need to have a governor who's acting more as a servant leader, who's willing to put the citizens first, not his own personal interest. When I become governor, I'm not going to take a salary. I'm going to donate that to a nonprofit homeless shelter or a drug rehab facility. Aaron, I love that. We want to be normal in Tri-Cities. Rebecca, if you were governor, what would school attendance look like? It would look like all the kids being in school. And let me just make sure are we doing okay? Awesome. We need to go back to school. We shut down, or the governor shut us down for a couple of weeks at the beginning, and I thought, all right, let's judge and see where things are at today. After we found that the COVID crisis is not nearly what we thought it would be, he still shut down schools for the year, which sent kids way behind and obviously put them at a great disadvantage. Sorry again for the rocking. We're obviously driving to our event, and I want to make sure I still kept to my commitment of meeting with everyone at 4 o'clock. Hi, Lindy. Yeah, Janie's doing a great job driving. And it is warm, hon. So Lindy and I have 5 kids, as I've mentioned before, but Caleb, our oldest, just turned 22 today. So it's pretty cool. Adam, we love you too, brother. You're a good man. All right. So onward and upward. The schools need to open in the fall, and a lot of students want to go back to school. A lot of people are feeling anxious and concerned about what's going on. A lot of people want to see that when they go back to work, when the governor says it's okay, that their students have a place to go. If you have 5, 6, 7-year-old kids. Oh, I think we found our spot, huh? Do you just want to pull over in a area over there, and then I can finish up here and then jump out and visit with everybody? Okay, I'm looking out the window here and I see my good friend Marty McClendon. I'm seeing Matt Larkin. We're having a good time doing our Unity tour here in the state. Sadly today, Chris Labo was not able to make it due to he was not feeling well. I'll just be honest. Poor guy. So please put your prayers up. It's nothing terribly serious, but when you're feeling under the weather and you've got a lot of commitments he has. I don't know if you all know, but Chris is a police officer, and so he's been on the front line of what's been happening with the civil unrest in Washington State, as Jenny Durkin has been advocating her role and backing off. That's when Jay Inslee should have stepped in with the state troopers to make sure that we're enforcing the laws and restoring safety and civility in Washington State. Let's see, have you scheduled a time to be interviewed by Todd Herman? I'd love to hear it. Yeah, Dennis, I just was on, 3 days ago? And I was just on with Kirby Wilbur a second ago. I was on John Carlson this week. Last week I think it was Dory Monson. I think yesterday was Lars Larson. So I was on with Rob Francis at 3:30 today until 4 o'clock, which is why maybe I got on a minute or two late and then had to jump in the car and then rush over here to the event. But it's going to be a beautiful day here. We are starting. Sorry. I know the shirt always comes up. I have a change of shirt. I wore my shirt because it's 108 degrees over here, and it's a short sleeve shirt. Adam, I will definitely say hello to Marty for you. And Darlene, thank you so much for your support and your vote. We are moving forward with strength because of each one of you, with you certainly voting for me and for the team, and of course for you getting the news out there. Yeah, we're going to be out meeting with folks, and we're going to be holding a rally here, and we have doctors, we have nurses, we have business owners, we have gym owners, we have people that have been declared non-essential by the governor. And of course, you know that I believe that every job is essential in Washington State. It's Governor Jay Inslee in saying that we don't have the right to work, and yet he's not sending unemployment checks, and he's sending $1 billion of our money to a tax scheme or fraud scheme by a Nigerian fraud group. We have serious issues. And the head of ESD who sent that $1 billion, Jay Inslee, has still not fired her because she's a fundraiser for him. So look at, folks, it's unbelievable the fraud that's happening in Washington State. And so that's why we definitely need a new governor. We need Chris Laba as auditor to look into these details and truly find what's going on. I don't know. Let me see. Jill, you say, will anybody be going live for this event? I have staff sitting outside the window. They just looked in on me wondering what's going on. So I probably should get off, and then I can talk to them and we'll arrange something. But I think it would be fun. It will be a very long live, so we'll find a tripod or something. And if you're interested, we can put that up so you can hear the voices of the unessential or non-essential coming here from the Tri-Cities area. But I do have to just sign off with this. I sincerely appreciate each one of you. I look forward to see you soon. There's a few events going on tomorrow. We'll be driving back tonight, but let me think really quickly. I think at 10 o'clock there's an event to support the police, defund the police, not defund the police, in Seattle. Chief Best will be there, so that should be a great event. There's a rally in Bellevue midday at 12 o'clock, and then, of course, a rally up in Everett. We will have a couple other events that are coming up. Please go to our Facebook page at Joshua Freed for Governor, or go to our website at freedforgovernor.com. I appreciate your support. We're hitting it hard. Thank you, JL, for heading out and sign waving. That makes a massive, massive difference. God bless each one of you, and sorry to cut it short, but we're going to go meet with a few people here. Again, if you're able to come down to John Dam Park in Richland at 4:30 till 6, please come join us. All right, all the best.